Rob and Liz in the morning.
On his radio.
Miss Ninja, what do you believe?
I believe Ollie will go to sleep very easily for my parents tomorrow night.
Woo! All right, Scott, what do you believe?
I believe my daughter is coming home to visit us from college this weekend, and we're going to have a good time.
All right, Jake, you're up next.
I believe these Twizzlers I'm about to eat are about to slap. Y'all ain't got nothing like this.
Twizzlers for breakfast. Oh, your metabolism. Okay, Ben, what do you believe?
I believe that my car is going to get fixed and be ready to go by next week.
Yes, back on the road, A to B. All right, I believe that my daughter, who's having surgery in about 20 minutes, everything is going to be perfect, and she is going to be on the road to recovery. What do you believe? Get on the My His Radio app, the open mic feature, and start your sentence with what? I believe.
I believe that Liz and Ninja, God has put them together to be the host of his radio. Prayed for them. That's just what I think.
I believe I want to enjoy my coffee and a biscuit later, and I'm going to have a glorious day.
I believe that I will have a good day at school and have a good day for the rest of this ending week. I believe that I'll get a good grade on my test and that I will have a great day.
I believe my daughters will have a wonderful day today and that my daughter Megan will make a B on her math test.
I believe God's got a better plan for all of us who just lost their job at the paper mill.
I believe that my bestie and I are going to see Chris Tomlin and Taryn Wells tonight, and we are just going to be praising God the whole night.
I believe that God's going to bless us today, and God's going to bless Mom to get her call back.
I believe my sister's going to get a cancer-free report today.
I believe that my food allergy and sensitivity test will come back negative.
I believe that my family will get healing and restoration, as well as my stepson. Drugs will no.
I believe that when things are out of control, I know God is in control, and I believe He will take care of everything.
I believe I'm gonna enjoy Thanksgiving.
Hey, this is Michelle. I believe I'm going to have a financial breakthrough.
That when things are out of control,
I believe that Liz and Ninja are doing an awesome job and Rob is up in heaven rejoicing. I believe my husband and I are going to have safe travels to Camp Lejeune to pick up my Marine to bring him home for Veterans Day weekend so he can relax and have some time at home with the family.
I believe some souls are going to be saved today.
I believe I'm going to put up my Christmas tree this weekend.
I believe that my kids are going to have a great day at school, and I'm going to have a great day at work and working this weekend because God is so good.
Hey y'all, I believe that I'm going to get a good report from my doctor today.
I believe that we're going to get some good news on my mother's home repairs this weekend and get the help that we so desperately need to have it completed to get her back into her house.
I believe I'll do good at my karate tournament tomorrow.
Rob and Liz in the morning.
On his radio.
So my friend Ann gave me an advent calendar. This has been a couple of years ago, and every day I would open it and there was a different makeup.
That's so you.
It was amazing. I was like, yes. You know, there was lip gloss in one and a little perfume sample.
Oh, that's fun.
It was fun. Scott, do you have advent calendars?
No, but we just got my son a Lego advent calendar. He was really excited about it. He's been wanting one for a couple of years, so we found one on sale. So, you open each one. They've got like mini figs for each day. So
That is very cool. Well, I found a new one. Burger King.
Okay, I found one. Found one.
Found one for Scott. So it's like $20 basically. They say it's got $100 worth of different little things. So maybe free delivery. There's coupons for food, I guess, under some of the dates. So, if you were to use every single day, then you could save $100. Well, you could save $80 because you're putting 20 into it.
That makes sense. I was wondering how they're going to package. Like one day you just open up and it's one French fry.
I know, right? Ew, that's gross. By the end of it, not so good. it's a cheese advent calendar.
Yeah, I saw that at Aldi. I guess there's a different cheese in it every day. Got to keep it in the fridge.
That's
probably.
what I was going to say. You got to keep it in the fridge.
You can't
so who's going
display it.
I mean, it's going to be behind the milk, because.
Yeah.
But again, is it just a cube? I need to know all the answers because $40 for just a little, 25 little cubes.
Just pull out a whole sliver. Of
Exactly.
brie.
I mean, does it have the crackers with it? Is it Havarti?
Oh, that'd be nice.
Brie? Like, is it that, or do you get like a slice of Borden? Which is okay, but for that kind of price. All right, so Advent calendars going to the open mic on the My His Radio app.
My daughter got me a the show Friends Advent calendar last year, and it was awesome. And every day it was different things like little puzzle games and trivia and all kinds of little mementos from the Friends show. So after it was over, I took a little wooden box and put all the little memento Friends things in it and have now a Friends keepsake box.
That is so cool. I'm a fan of the show Friends, so I think that's pretty neat. And then Scott, your son is it this year?
Yeah, this year we got a Lego advent calendar, and it's really neat because every day, they have the different minifigs that pop out that you can get.
I love hearing these different advent calendars.
Yeah, that's similar to what Shauna texted in. She said that they got her, every year they do this, their daughter gets a Lego Harry Potter advent calendar, and every character, it's like a little character or a prop every day, and so it makes like a little scene.
That is so cool. I mean, because typically I remember growing up, the advent calendars was chocolate.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically always that's what it was.
That's what I had growing up.
Right. I never had them growing up. It's just the ones I would see.
Mm-hmm.
Literally the one my friend got me that had makeup in every day. That was the first advent calendar I'd ever had.
That's a good one to start with.
There is a advent calendar for the movie The Princess Bride. And as I know you are a fellow fan, I thought you would like to know that.
Oh, I do. I want to find that one. That would be so much fun, but I wonder what's behind every day. Is it little figures? Is it
trivia?
What's the guy's name? I never say it right. I am so-and-so Montero. You killed my father.
Inigo Montoya.
Yeah, Montoya. Yeah, I love that part. So, little figure of him would be awesome.
I got my daughter an advent calendar from Five Below, and it's Disney books, and they're like little mini books. And so there's 25 little mini Christmas Disney books, and it's the cutest thing, and we use it every year now.
And the great thing about that is if it's Five Below, it's under $5, right?
Right. I'm trying to think how little is a little book to be in an advent calendar, but you still are able to read it.
You're going to need your readers. I know that. All right, going back to the open mic.
Yes, advent calendars for everything you can imagine. It's unreal. But yes, Liz, for the Sephora and the Ulta both, for the beauty calendars, even the ones they have like at Belk, you can look on the back and it tells you what's in there. Might be a little bit of a spoiler, but at least you know you're getting something you're going to enjoy or that somebody's going to enjoy.
I like that. Here's one that we don't need to. I need to find. Nutcracker. I have not seen, I don't think Scott has seen either a Nutcracker calendar.
I haven't seen that. That's a good idea, though.
That's a great idea.
Because you could do different nutcrackers, a little different.
Like my heart's going pitter-patter.
Yeah.
Because I love the Nutcrackers.
Is it going to be a little teeny tiny little nutcracker? Or big giant nutcracker?
Well, it depends on the size of the calendar, I guess.
Rob and Liz in the morning on His Radio.
So I'm scrolling like I do on my social the other day, and I ran across something, and I was like, okay, that is something that is so good that I have got to share it. And it was just this guy. It was one of those split screens, so you had one guy kind of watching what the other guy was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And I love those because I love to see people's reactions to what is said or what is done. And this guy was talking about basketballs and footballs and golf clubs and things like this. And I'll just let you in on what he had to say.
If you take this basketball right here, you put it in my hands, yeah, it's worth about $15. That's it. But you put that basketball in the hands of LeBron James, it's worth about 30 or 40 million. You take this football right here and put it in my hands, it's worth about, I don't know, $10, $11 probably. You put it in the hands of Peyton Manning, it's worth about $50, $60 million. Depends on whose hands it is. If I had a couple nails in my hand right now, I might would build you a birdhouse if you're lucky. Might nail down a piece of wood. But you put them same nails in Jesus' hands, and it leads to salvation and eternal life for folks who love him and folks who trust him. You see, it depends on whose hands that it's in. And your worries and your cares and the things that's got you stressed out, if you leave them in your hands, that's all they're ever going to be. But if you put them same worries and cares and your problems in the hands of Christ, he's going to see you through it. He's going to take care of every need that we got. Y'all take care and have a blessed day. But just remember, it depends on whose hands that it's in. Give everything you got to God and let him handle it for you.
Right?
What a beautiful visual.
It really is. And I love the analogy because you think about LeBron James with that basketball and everything that he can do. And then you take your cares, your worries, my worries about my daughter being in surgery right now. I have no control over that at all, other than through prayer.
Right.
But that is giving it to Jesus. That is giving all of those worries, anxieties, fear over to God. And that's whose hands can change everything.
Rob and Liz in the morning on His Radio.
Monkeys on the loose in South Carolina. How many? 43? I think there's 43.
Yeah, there are 43. I think they found, how many was it? I'm trying to look at this post. They found, I think, like 7 of them it was.
Okay.
But there's still a good bit out there.
Well, and what I read is that they're all female, so they've already, separated into cliques.
Because, you can't just go to the potty by yourself. So.
No, I mean, and when you're little monkeys and, you have to take 7. And then I'm sure some are jumping on the bed somewhere. Mm-hmm. So, Scott.
They've got their banana smoothies. They're just starting the weekend off early, going out on the town, having a fun time. Right. I read they're using thermal imaging to try to find them. They are going all out to try to track them down.
But one thing that they have said, because, anytime monkeys are on the loose, people, we get a little nervous. And they're like, they're too young to have diseases.
Oh, good. So my first thought is seeing these monkeys coming from a research facility. And I'm thinking about all the superhero movies I've been seeing. And I'm like, this, radioactive monkey with superpowers and super monkey strength is going to be... That's what I was thinking.
I know, right? Planet of the Apes, or what was that movie back in the day, Scott? You know which one I'm talking about, Outbreak.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking like a new Marvel movie coming out, like Spider-Man, Monkey Man, or some kind of radioactive thing, yeah.
But the thing is, if they're all girls, and I feel like they are, the best places to look are going to be Target or Starbucks.
Rob and Liz in the morning on His Radio.
This one dad, he spent $5,000. I almost said only $5,000, but he made this play set where he had seen some of these large type play sets. They can be like $10,000.
Yeah.
To put in your backyard for your kids. And he said, I'm not doing it. So he went and he found like raw wood and, he found some of the, I almost said ingredients, but some of the things that he needed to put it all together. The supplies, yeah. Not the utensils. He didn't do it with a spatula. But he made a pirate ship in his backyard.
Like a playhouse?
Like, this thing is 65 feet long.
Oh, wow.
How big is your yard, sir? That you could put, this thing, I think you could put it on the water and it would be fine.
It does look that way. Yeah.
He needs to go into boat design for pirates. Mm-hmm. No.
But it is all tricked out. It's got the climbing ropes and a little rock wall, and I saw some hammocks in there.
That's what I was like. There's a hammock in there. So you could climb in this play yard and get in there. So for $5,000, now he did all the work himself. Mm-hmm. So if you put the labor into it, but it is sick. Like, I feel like all the neighborhood kids are like, can we play on your pirate ship today?
That's what I would say.
Rob and Liz in the morning on His Radio.
Why are we doing this?
I like green bean casserole, though. I could smell that.
You want it in a candle?
Yeah, well, okay, so imagine you're cooking all the Thanksgiving things, the turkey, the sides, the stuffings, the desserts, all the things, and it fills up your house with this wonderful smell. Now you can have the smell on other times during the year too.
But they're never the same. Scott has got to help me out on this.
I like this idea. One of my best memories, so listen, one of my best memories as a kid waking up on Thanksgiving, my grandmother in the kitchen with all these cooking smells going on. I knew it was going to be a great day of eating. So I think having a candle that conjures up some of the Thanksgiving meal prep smells would be a great idea. Like pie, all the different pies. Baking.
Then cook a pie. I'm sorry.
When you can just light a candle?
If you have gone into places like Bath and Body Works, places like this that I love, Candle Day will be coming up soon. They smell great, but they don't always smell like it says they smell. So this candle actually looks like a can of Campbell's soup.
Because Campbell's is making them.
Yes. And so one is green bean casserole. There's another one. I mean, come on. So it's
just
like,
for you, Liz.
Right? It smells
with
like.
a hint of crispy onions.
But I'm looking at this. There's one jalapeno mac and cheese. Who's putting jalapenos in your Thanksgiving mac and cheese?
Now, some people might. It's not something I do, but I do put a splash of Texas Pete. Because that is the way my mother-in-law, which if you want that recipe, you just have to text the word Mac, and it's there, M-A-C. That recipe is there, and it's amazing. But jalapenos, I would not put in my macaroni and cheese.
No, but I'm not a fan of spice.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what?
But to smell that, you want a candle that smells like mac and cheese and jalapenos.
It's the smell of the tastiness without the work.
I don't think it is. I think it's an imitation.